Sup, chosen ones? Now it's 4:30 in the morning, and I am, I believe, I'm not sure how many miles exactly, but it's about an hour away. So I found a nice rock, found some solace there on that rock, a couple of other roly-polies, and faint smell of urine. I think just animal urine though, because it's like up in the burbs here. So I was like, this is a nice bed for tonight. So it actually was kind of nice. I actually got like a half hour of sleep, and it felt really nice. I just like meditated, and I actually made a phone call that I needed to make. So, all good things. I just wanted to like share God's glory. But the devil was sent my way tonight just a couple minutes ago. And I was just walking, doing my thing, like doing my thing. Walking, here I am. And I'm like on my phone. I'm trying to coordinate and communicate for my other gig at 1 p.m. today and rearrange and stuff and reschedule it for a little bit later so I could sleep. I asked if we could postpone it just a couple of hours so I could sleep a little bit. And was just like walking to my thing, so I was like distracted on my phone or whatever. And then I hear like a loud honk, and like that's like every woman's like least favorite noise when we're on the sidewalk, because it scares us. It literally like it made me jump and go. I was like, oh Jesus! Like I look up. He's like, hey sweetie, hey. It's like foam coming down, and I think you saw like some vampire teeth on the bottom. And then the music of like Twilight Zone started to play. I was like, doo 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 doo. And then he was like, and then I just like ignored him and kept walking. And then he like drove away and then like pulled around again, and then was like, hey sweetie, do you want to make some money? And then I was like, I didn't say anything. I just like kept walking and ignored him or whatever. And I was like, but I said underneath my breath, I was like, Jesus. I was like, ew, gross, nasty. I was like, because he was like being gross. I was like, ugh, nasty. I was like repulsed or whatever. Because it's funny. I'm on my way to work. I'm like, it's cool. I got my own income figured out. I don't need your offer of whatever, dude. Whatever you were implying there, that was not good intention. So I'm good. I have my own income, so don't need you. Yeah, that's why I'm on a sidewalk. And you're in a car, so that's why you're supposed to drive and not talk to me, and I'm supposed to walk and just mind my own business. So just respect me. Don't treat me like a walking sex object. But you know, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm vulnerable. I'm by myself. I'm an athletic female, so it's bound to happen. And I knew what I was getting into, and I went on my little spiritual walk tonight. But I'm proud it happened. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm grateful it happened because that means the devil was sent my way to try and like get me off my game, because I'm really, really happy. And I was just thinking, I haven't had this peaceful of a night in a long, long time. And anyway, I just think it was really powerful, because I was like, ugh, gross. Like, but then right after I said that, I leaned into like what I needed to do. And so I just said, Jesus, take him away now. And immediately he drove off. But my first reaction was to like bark back and say like, don't even like, because you can like, so like a lot of the times there's other harassment too, where they like drive and then they slow the car down. They like slow it down, and then they like check you out for like a couple of seconds, and then they like hit on the gas again. You're like, that was really obvious. So that's, you know, it's part of being a woman. It's fine. It really, I mean, It's not, but it's fine. Like, I'm gonna live. You know what I'm saying? And like, that guy's he's, Jesus. Why? It's 5 a.m., New Yorkers. Fucking smoke a joint and relax. Please. They're like going 80 degrees, like 80 miles an hour. Irritating me. But yeah, I just wanted to share the glory of God, because I was like, Jesus, take him away right now. And he drove off immediately, and I was like, yeah. Because I knew it was just like demons and like devil being like, let me see how I can send this person and like take this girl who's just innocently walking along the sidewalk and pervert this idea and twist it and make her feel shame and make her feel bad and make her feel less of a human, and all those little tactics and stuff. They're, pretty sophisticated and powerful, but nothing's as strong as God's love. And so that's what I always got at the end of the day and throughout the whole day. And I'm on my way to go make money, so I'm good, dude. Thanks, though. I think it's really interesting because I'm writing I think that's what I'm writing my paper on, is sexual harassment in the workplace right now. This bench looks nice. I'm gonna sit on this bench. So it might be interesting to start vlogging more of the interactions. I might start wearing a GoPro or even a spy pen, so you guys can see what looks people give me, because people give me the weirdest looks, like insane looks. So yeah, I'm just chilling like a villain. I have like 11% left on my phone and like an hour till walking to make it there, but I think I can do it. And the sun's almost up and it feels really good. It's like beautiful early morning, and like people are at it already. Like, it's Friday and people are literally at it already. But that's what I kind of like about New York, is that you can like really start your day early here. So just wanted to give that update of how the devil can be sent our way, but then I still get to glorify God, and how beautiful and strong his love is, and how he made me feel safe and protected, and how he was with me even though I was like attacked by some, not like physically attacked, but like spiritually attacked by like a guy honking at me and then trying to solicit my body for making money, crude suggestion, and even more crass for him to communicate the very thoughts. What happens to people? But there's a McDonald's right there, so I think I'm gonna get a coffee and have a really kick-ass day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to stay optimistic and pray for protection and for healing, and maybe start thinking of new weapons that I can gain the intellectual property rights to, where women can throw something called like a taser ball, and if anyone's just like being an a-hole, like saying something they don't like or being creepy in their car while women are walking, like they just like throw this ball and it tases like the air around them, and it like scares them. So maybe like no one really even like gets hurt, but it like distracts them, and then they're like, what the, does this girl have superpowers or something? And then they're like, damn right, better not mess with me, buddy. Who's making the money now through these IP rights? Buddy, old boy. That's right. Yeah, girl. So yeah, it's coffee and food time. Like, I'm gonna chow down on like some hash browns for sure right now, and go to work, get that knocked out, and then I'm just gonna take a nap on the train from the LIR to Jamaica, Queens, which is like a 3-hour train ride, maybe less, like an hour and 30 maybe an hour and 45, perhaps, possibly. So yeah, get a nice nap. It'll be good. I just realized that it's not like a human that men see, I guess. I'm not saying this is every guy, right? There's not every guy. But I'm saying like socialization and conditioning. Like men aren't really taught to treat women as like a person. They like see them as like, it's like the objectification of like, oh, this could be something that I put my, like, you know, and then like get relief from. Like that's essentially what they're saying when somebody like harasses you or even accosts you and like says something about your appearance. Like that sexual harassment, it's like a way of them gaining, I think what it is that men feel, the men that do this, I'm not saying every guy does this, I really actually for the most part really love men. I just think I don't like any of the men that have sexually harassed me. So is that fair enough to say? Like, you know, for that moment, I don't like that guy while he's sexually harassing me. He's like obviously like a whole person for his entire rest of his life, but while he's sexually harassing me and I don't even know him, and it happens a dozen times a day, yeah. What I'm learning is that like that type of guy like gets power from the little bit of fear that they like instill, because it's like a 6 feet like metric. Like the sidewalks aren't that big in New York, and so like they'll just like stare at you from like 15 feet away, and then the closer you get, the more they try and read you to see if they can say something to you, and if they can, that like exactly like that, exactly like this is sexual harassment in case in point. They just stare at you and slow the car down. And it's perfect, actually. This is perfect for the case study that we're doing today, which is like sexual harassment, like just staring and slowing down. I'm like, oh, is that like a person? I'm like, yeah, and I also am female. And then they're like, but it's not thought that way. It's like, oh, this is like, I don't know, P money sign Y, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like what they see first, and then like once they get to know her, they're like, oh, like she's actually a person. Like, I just think the logic is a little bit backwards for males, but what do I know? It's just my opinion. You know, and I think like it's not to knock men at all. Like I'm just saying like it's like evolutionary to be like, let me reproduce, and so I think that's where the drive comes from, like obviously. But I think there's like a lot of work that we can do in the future and in the coming years and generations, like, because street harassment is a global issue. It's a global issue. So I just think that men that do that like feel important, or they're curious enough or bored enough or have bad spirits in their body enough to prey on you, especially women that are alone. Anytime that I have a guy with me, or actually, yeah, if I have one guy with me, nobody really ever fucks with if it's just me and him or something like that. But then if it's like me and 2 guys and we're all hanging out, a lot of people get weird, and like it's happened a lot after open mics and at comedy shows and stuff, and like me and like a couple other like guys will be hanging out or something after a show, and like weird people come up and like try and harass us and stuff. So it happens to men too. See, that's the thing. Like it does happen to men too, where like men get harassed sexually and or just harassed for money or food or whatever. Like their time is also accosted. So I know that there's this one male who shared his story, and I read it on like a news article, but he was just like clocking out for work, and he was like working at McDonald's, and he just like did his coworker did like have you ever heard of like the credit card swipe, where it's like you just like credit card, and I don't, I don't know where that came from. Who was enforcing that? But like they'll just like do a straight like credit swipe like in between butt cheeks, and so it's like men doing that to men, like so that it literally like this does happen to both genders. I think the street harassment in New York is a lot more intense than any other city that I've been in, for sure. For example, like I'm like, I would have already been in that McDonald's, but there was another guy smoking a cigarette standing outside his car who did the same thing, calling me sweetie. I was like, why is everyone calling me sweetie tonight? Why is everyone calling me sweetie tonight? I was like, what is this? And he was like, hey sweetie, hey sweetie. It was a different guy though, it was a different guy. So I was like, okay, I can't get breakfast right now because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe walking into this arena, because if you do like enter like the same space after a guy initially calls out to you, they're gonna take that as like you're interested. So you just have to like keep walking and completely ignore them, and then wait for them to leave. And then like now I'm like gonna go get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. That was just really funny. That minivan just like went way ahead of the intersection, and then like they reversed, and then it was a green light, so it didn't really matter anyway. It was cute. All right, guys, stay safe out there, stay strong. For anyone who experiences sexual harassment, it is a very much a violation of your integrity, and never let it diminish you or make you feel worse. And you know, like, just stay the awesome, beautiful person that you are. Keep that smile on your face. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll keep you updated on how the modeling and acting gigs go. That'll be fun. I'll get out, and yeah, more follow-up vids too. I still have to do the Mark of the Beast. That one's just a little heavy, and it has like a lot of research, and I was doing like some research to it, but there's gonna be some fun stuff that we get to look forward to for future vids. So you guys know what comes next. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay chosen. Peace.